Welcome back to Good Things Utah, everybody. Our former co-host and good friend, Gretchen Jensen, sitting down with us now. It is so good to see you. This has been a year. For those of you who follow Gretchen on social media and watch Good Things Utah all the time, we've talked about, I mean, you actually announced it on the show that you in 2022, it was a different road. You were battling cancer. This was uterine cancer, something you never thought you'd face. How do you do that when you're going through it on the daily and you're trying to maintain a positive attitude?
You know, when I found out, I had an ultrasound in January, and then I got the call. Those doctor calls, you know, that you're just like, wait, what? And they're so matter of fact, and then you know they just want to get off the phone, like it's just so uncomfortable for them too. So my year was like kick-started ultra fast, fifth gear, pedal, you know, to the metal kind of a thing, because I had surgery right away. My focus was I need to be as normal as I can for my kids. I don't want my kids to be afraid, because every one of them dealt with it differently. Every one of them kind of ingested it differently, and I just didn't want the cancer word to be a scary thing for them. I remember I would, and I still do to this day, I would talk to my body at night. I would lay in bed and I'd say, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep, and cells, you know what to do. I have new cells every single day, and so I need you to go in there and just kind of make more room for the new cells, and the old cells are just going to go.
You didn't talk a lot about it.
I didn't talk
publicly.
at all.
You didn't tell very many people. Why?
I did tell you, and literally probably less than 10. I just didn't want, while people mean well, oftentimes when people are going through a sickness, somebody has a story to share. And so I didn't want that negative energy of, oh, I lost my mom to cancer, or, oh, cancer sucks, cancer is so horrible. I just didn't want that. I wanted to see myself whole and healthy. If I ever did a tattoo, I'd probably put whole and healthy on there, because I just thought, no, I'm in control of my thoughts, I'm in control of my feelings. I never read any side effects of what this drug's gonna do, what should I expect for chemo. I was like, nope.
Let's talk about those side effects though for a second. I mean, you were Miss Texas, runner-up at Miss Universe, and now you're faced with losing your hair, your eyebrows. Did it feel like it took your identity?
So what I did was I went and got Tina before, and I started wearing Tina before.
Tina's her wig, by the way. She named her wig.
Tina, I don't know
if
where
you don't know who she's talking about.
Yeah, you're like, you put Tina on your head? What? I did. I got Tina, and I purposely had it shorter so it looked like I had a cut. That was probably more for me. I just didn't want, because what happens with chemo, it comes out fast. It's not a gradual thing. It's like you go to scratch your head and you're like, oh shoot, I shouldn't do that. Or you're in the shower and you look down, or, I mean, it is the stories that you hear about. Even though I did cold cap therapy, you still lose hair. So my security was, I already had Tina. I had Tina in place, and I knew I was gonna lose some hair. The eyebrows, I'm like, you know, they make glue-on eyelashes, I can do that. Unfortunately, we don't have eyelashes to hold them up, they just kind of fall down. But the benefit was, man, my legs have never felt so smooth. You know?
Oh, the hair came out there too?
Oh,
everywhere. The hair comes out everywhere.
Everywhere.
Okay.
But you know, I just kept saying to myself, this is just a season. Like, this is just a season. This is a side effect of something that's doing really good things for my body. Chemo is my friend. Chemo is not my enemy. Chemo, I would talk to chemo, you know, as I would 8.5 hours in a chemo chair with my infusions. It was, do your thing. I'm so happy for all these nurses that mix together my special cocktail. Do your thing. I'm here for you.
Along with that positive mindset, what did you learn? How are you different now in 2023 than you were a year ago?
As I write my book is titled My Gift of Cancer, because I learned so much, Nisha. I learned about me. You know, and I learned, I learned about the power of your mind, and not to give in to what the reality is, but to focus on what you want it to be. The here and now is kind of old news, but what do we want to project for what we want to come? So I learned how to be a lot more accepting and more forgiving, and just, I talked to myself like I was a child. You can do this, baby girl, you got this, you know? And still to this day, when the things, you know, sometimes I get a little upset about something, I'll be like, you know what? Remember those days when you were laying in bed and you were so sick and you talked your way right through that? You can do this again.
You do have this. If anyone has it, I knew you would. You are one tough girl. And you found a community, I'm sure, out there of people just as tough and needed a voice. And I love that you share it now.
Yeah, Tina actually has a new home. I'm sending her to Tennessee to a woman I've never met. But you know, she found me, and I just thought, why not? You know, Tina brought me some peace, and why not share it? So
well, here's to health and more positivity and your book in 2023 and all the good things. Thank you so much for sharing.
I love you.
Mwah.